This is the NFL on EA Sports. Iron today. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
By French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans. Terms to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from the Superdome. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
He's going to float this. Oh, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The gain of 39 that time. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So the Cowboys will punt it on fourth down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, playmaker at tight end. That might be the last piece, and if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Prescott on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down. Prescott again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we can come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Breeze now on first down. Into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Breeze. Past the 20. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, stands to reason to give Zeke the ball there. I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second-place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
This is Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in it, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. these hands to Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And to give this time to the tailback. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard.
They'll want to try one if we're in that position again, and I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Elliott running right. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's second down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He finds Coleman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn from a yard out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. Third and long for Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. The swing pass caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Prescott from the gun on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Breeze now. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Breeze will try again on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Craig Robertson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Second down, Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Ginn. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Breeze now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that'll go for only 17 yards on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyler Davison forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints still have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Coleman has it here right side. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Breeze now on 1st down. And Hill with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Prescott now on second down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to pick up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And again, it's Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Coleman. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Coleman. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
A first down throw for Prescott. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Prescott on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
We've got a 3rd and 11. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield, and if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Breeze now to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. Third down here.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Prescott looks to throw on first. Going right side, he has Winton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
second down throw for Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need